What the fuck is up, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Tony's Corner, a Great Girth segment. I'm here to discuss with you guys a game trailer that just dropped, Halloween. I am 11 or so days late to the party, so please forgive me for that, folks. However, I wanted to do a trailer reaction just because if you're not familiar with the makers of the game, it's Gun, I believe. They're the ones that did like Texas Chainsaw Massacre or Nightmare on Elm Street, I believe. Or not Nightmare on Elm Street, I'm sorry. Friday the 13th. I know they did Friday the 13th. I don't know about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre one, but it was the same concept. Initially, it's a game where you have like one boogeyman, bunch of survivors, and it's kind of like a murder mystery, essentially. You got to put the pieces together to escape the map. One person plays the boogeyman, everyone else is the survivors, or vice versa. And that's how Friday the 13th had done it. Good game. Well, like for a while, it was like it's something that I said that, it's worth playing for a little bit, but as time went on, it's like, well, it just was kind of a dud, dude. It was very underwhelming. It just wasn't what I think a lot of us thought it would be. And, eventually, as you know, they turned servers off and all this types of shit. Like, I have a copy of the Friday the 13th game itself, and I know it's still playable, but not online, as far as I know. There was just a lot of problems with it, man. Same with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre one. And so when I had heard about this game, my initial thought was, I hope it's not like those, but sounds like that's kind of the route we're headed into, which, again, is fine. This one I'm going to give a chance because for those of you that don't know, if you just stumbled across my podcast, Tony is a giant, massive Halloween fanboy. When it comes to horror, dude, I love it all, but Michael Myers, Halloween, that is where my heart is. That is my number one favorite. Austin gets tired of hearing it. Like I said, if you know me well, then you know I absolutely love this franchise. So I don't know about the game, to be honest with you. We'll see. There's been some Halloween games that were duds, but let's see. Fuck it. Let's do this reaction and see how we feel about it. Ooh, Malek Akkad has something to do with this. Okay.
A quiet town, just like hundreds of other small towns all across America. A town just like yours.
Nice graphics, I will say that.
This was here on October 31st.
Yes!
1963. No motive, no warning, no provocation, just senseless death.
I like the music. The use of the music is pretty cool.
Ago. I thought there was hope that he could be reached.
Murder all along the block.
What I met was not a child.
God, can we stop with the AI Donald Pleasance voice, man?
15 years
Big-titted blonde.
He returned home.
Very nice.
But what happened that night
70s
was only the
ass
beginning.
pants. Like it.
It wasn't just a killing spree. It was a reckoning.
Sorry. Oh, he's in the house. Get out, bitch.
You can't stop him. You can't reason with him. You can't kill the boogeyman.
Very nice. Single player and multiplayer. Well, all right. So now that we know that is single player and multiplayer, that is insane. How do I feel about that? I'm going to be honest with you guys. Because it's not the final concept, it even says at the bottom, this isn't the full-on footage for the game itself. I mean, things will change, but pretty good, strong intro. I will say that. Graphics look fine. They look pretty on par. I don't like the way Michael's mask looks in this. Again, things can change, but I guess it's okay for video game concept. It's not bad for pretty much what they brought in, but that's a little weird. I like that Carpenter's involved. And Malek Akkad. For those of you that don't know, he is the son of... Damn, I already forgot his fucking name. Mustafa Akkad. He's the son of Mustafa. He's been kind of involved with Halloween, I'd say since the early 2000s, maybe late 90s. I only know that just because I'd watched a documentary where Malik Okada talked about being involved in like what Halloween meant to his father, Mustafa, who we sadly lost during a terrorist attack, unfortunately, long time ago. But R.I.P. to a legend. That being said, Malik's edition and then Carpenter's edition is really cool. I don't know what it extends to, what they'll be involved with, like how much they really had their hand in this is really just who knows. But it looks pretty cool. I like that it looks like it's going to stay true to the tone of the franchise, which is what Friday the 13th the game did. So that's my biggest like positive, was that it looked pretty much like something that came from the franchise, and I liked that. I liked that they put a lot of love into it. Will they put a lot of love into this though? Will it just be another Friday the 13th, Texas Chainsaw Massacre? I think there's another one, Dead by Dawn or whatever. I don't know. I've never played it, but I've heard it's got the same like concept as Friday the 13th. I'm not against it. I guess I just wish we could do something a little more than the whole one versus all versus one. I wish there was. It says single player, but can't we get like a campaign mode, like an actual story? Like that would be cool. I would like to see a story mode where you're either Laurie Strode or you're somebody that has to find Laurie Strode. You have to figure out what happened in the Myers house, or something along those lines. That would be a cool addition, in my opinion. It would just be different than having to do the whole one survives all, which, hey, I get it. This is also the perfect game, too. I'm not shitting on it. Like, the whole multiplayer one versus all aspect works perfectly for this, because I've always argued that the character of Michael Myers was frightening when he was just the shape. So the idea was that it's the fear of the unknown. And I've said this before. Carpenter has said this before in his early interviews. It's the fear of the unknown. It's you're taking out the trash and you don't know that there's someone behind you, but you wonder about it. And that's fucking frightening. That's why I think that Gunn did good with Friday the 13th. They really captured that fear of running from Jason. Because when I played it, man, I was hiding under beds and I was like, fuck, this game is actually pretty intense. But again, it was plagued with problems. It had more problems than I can think of. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre one, I played it maybe twice. Again, a little bit of an update. The scares were pretty cool in it. Like, I really enjoyed that. But again, same thing. It had way too many flaws. And my biggest fear is that's what this game is going to end up having. Are my fucking glasses fogging up? Okay. Forgive me, folks. But I think that my biggest worry is that it's going to be like another failed attempt to capture on online gaming. And it's like, dude, I get it. People are very much into the multiplayer world. That's just where games are now. Like, this is the best time to make a video game like this. We just couldn't do this back in the day. I mentioned that there were Halloween games in the past, but they were just terrible, dude. They were fucking on Sega, and like they just weren't good. They weren't good at all. So even if this really is just a single player multiplayer, one versus all aspect, like Friday the 13th was, I think it'll be fine. Really, it'll be fine. I'm looking forward to it either way. I just want more. I want like an actual campaign mode that's like hours worth of fun. I want more than just the one versus all concept, because we get a lot of that lately, it seems. I mean, who knows? I could be wrong. Maybe there is going to be something in there that's different. Like maybe instead of you have to escape the house, maybe it's you have to escape the block. Or maybe it really is like you go to, this is why I want there to be a campaign mode. It would be cool if you got to like kind of walk through the creepy halls of like Smith's Grove Sanitarium. That would be fucking cool. Even if you got to play as like the Dr. Loomis character and you had to go find Michael, like I always thought that would be cool to do. Why not, look into that? The one versus all is a cool concept, yes, but it's just been done so many times now that it's like, well, we could do more, but we'll see. I've heard so many rumors that there's going to be more to this than just the one versus all concept, so I could be wrong. And with Carpenter being involved, that is interesting. I will say it's always cool to see the master, my favorite director of all time, involved in these projects. That makes me happier. It gives me hope knowing that there is someone there that is going to take on that project and kind of see it through their eyes. They're going to try to give you what they want. And typically what Carpenter wants is what a lot of us fans want. He knows what we like. Yeah, you can argue there's been some duds there, and he's made some questionable decisions, of course. Halloween Ends is a big one for everybody, even though I tend to enjoy it. I guess my biggest thing is I'm happy that we're getting something Halloween related, because it's been a couple years since Halloween Ends came out, and we've been hearing rumors about a show coming out and this and that, and it's just kind of up in the air. And Halloween's always been that franchise where every couple years they'll release something, but it's usually a long wait. It's like 5 to 10 years. So we'll see. I hope we get more movies, but I'm just happy we're getting something. And I'm happy that we have John Carpenter and Malik Akkad involved. That is so cool. As far as how the game looks, again, things are set to change, so I think it looks cool so far. I'm probably not going to go out of my way to rush and buy it right away, but I'm going to definitely check it out. All right, guys. Well, hey, if this was something you put on your way to work, or maybe you're going to the gym, maybe you're just chilling at night, I thank you personally. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And make sure to check out the Great Girth Podcast if you want more spicy political content. If you want to stay away from that, which I fully understand, then look no further than Tony's Corner. We are pretty much everywhere, dude. YouTube, Spotify, Rumble. We are everywhere, brother. This is Tony's Corner. I am your host, Tony, and I will see you on the next one. Oh, and don't forget, people, to always stay rad.